lovelies, this is Sheree from Divine Visions with your Divine Feminine reading, and this is all about where she's currently at within her twin flame journey and what's going on within her right now, because I've felt guided to do this today, just been feeling this pull to actually do this for a specific group of Divine Feminines who are really undergoing a hard time at the moment. They might be going through the dark night of the soul phase, but these Divine Feminines are really struggling within this connection. And I just felt drawn to doing this. I really feel a strong pull to look into what's going on with them, and also to find out ways we can, try and heal this within them, even though they need to do the work themselves. There's just some guidance there given. So I've basically got the cards laid out. I don't normally do it this way. I usually, pull cards out as I go, like a live reading, as you know, most of you know. But today I felt drawn to doing it this way and really tuning into the cards. So let's have a look at what's going on with the Divine Feminines. This is a particular group of Divine Feminines that I tune into within the collective. So just take the messages that resonate with you, okay? It may not resonate with you, but if it does, that's great. But just take the messages that do. Now, what we're going to look at first of all, this is the first card, okay, which is where she's at currently within herself and what kind of mood she's in. And so this is the Temperance card, which shows that this particular Divine Feminine is really trying to keep the faith. We've got the star right next to it, with keeping balance and harmony within her emotional being, her way of being, okay? I feel that this particular Divine Feminine is going through an internal transformation and is finding it really hard to remain balanced within herself emotionally and mentally, spiritually, all those things. She's really felt shaken to the core with what's going on with this Divine Masculine. I even get the word temperamental with this, okay? I know that this card's all about the balance and the flow of harmony, flowing, of energies. That's what she's hoping for, to get back into that state of being. But this Divine Feminine is really temperamental. She's really pissed off. She's become pissed off. She's either cut off communication completely, like just a real strong cut off, or she is in the middle of, she's lashed out and now she's pulling back. So there has been a lashing out for this particular Divine Feminine. She's really pissed off at her Divine Masculine, at how he's, treated her, or how this whole thing has played out with the way, what she thought was going to happen. She had her hopes and dreams. He's done something wrong. He's also backed off just suddenly. A lot of Divine Masculines in this particular group that I'm reading for have just backed right off, just cut her off as well. She's felt really hurt and withdrawn, and she's been pissed off about it, and she's just really trying to maintain her balance within herself, her energies here, her emotions. And a lot of them feel like they just want to pack up and leave. They just want to run away. The Divine Feminines are feeling like they just want to withdraw and run away. To hell with this, I'm hearing. To hell with this. I don't need to be dealing with this shit anymore. And so there's a feeling of wanting to pack up and run away. Now we've got the butterflies again, right? Butterflies and butterflies. So it definitely shows that the Divine Feminine is seeking an internal transformation. She definitely wants to just move past this whole dark night of the soul phase, this unsettling feeling with her Divine Masculine. She's ready to call it quits, to call it quits. She's probably already called it quits. But, this is really strong here, is that this is a very fast connection, like the fast communication. So what's happened, I feel, is that for a lot of Divine Feminines, they've said their piece, they've said it out of anger, and now they're withdrawing into themselves and trying to nurture themselves in the process. But this is a hope and, trying to keep the faith that they can get back into this harmony again within themselves. Some of them might actually want to pack up and leave, like the state, like full on make a big move. It might just be a feeling, really strong, overpowering feeling to just leave the Divine Masculine. They want to abandon this. They want to abandon ship. So within herself, she's feeling really sad. I get a sadness within her. She's feeling really angry at the Divine Masculine and this whole connection. She's pissed off with the whole connection. She can't believe that how can it be this hard, you know? How can it be like a curse and a blessing all in one? And why does he not get it? Why does he not get it? Where I'm, you know, coming from and how this connection is. Why can't he wake the hell up, you know? This is what I'm hearing. It's so frustrating. Like, there's a frustration with this divine feminine. She really wants him to open his eyes to the bigger picture and wake up already and stop having these fears in his life that prevent him from moving forward. This is her frustrations coming through here. Because I feel with these particular divine feminines and divine masculines that they had a very close connection, and then bang, something's happened, and then they've had to pull away, and there's this distance now there. But she's got so much turmoil going on within her. And as I said, there's that communication coming through where, you know, she's got to watch her language too. Like, I'm not saying as in curse words or swear words. I'm saying that it's more about the way she's perceiving her divine masculine and talking about him negatively, because that's just growing more of the energy. It's amplifying it, and even more so, okay? So what's happening with that is that she's just building this all up within her mind, her feelings, everything. It's just becoming bigger and bigger within herself, and she's just feeling like crap, really, regarding the whole connection towards him. It's just like a toxic energy. She's got to be careful she doesn't get too caught up in that whole negativity that she's putting towards him. She's also got to realize and recognize that there is a lot of stuff going on within her prior to him even coming along as well, from her own childhood, from her own past lives, that he is now just triggered within her. There's been a huge trigger within her that he has brought about for her, okay? So it's not all his fault, but she is putting the main blame on him. It feels like he didn't come to the party. He was coming forward with a promise and he didn't deliver, and now she's pissed off. Okay, so that's what's going on there. She feels abandoned. So how is she feeling towards her divine masculine? Well, we pretty much covered that as well, but there's more to the story here. These particular divine feminines are now closing off to the divine masculine. They don't want to see it anymore. They don't want a bar of it anymore. They've had enough. See these swords with the light at the end? This is the truth. They don't want to face the truth right now as to what's going on with him. That's too painful. So what they're doing is emotionally walking away right now. This is how they can cope. And so she's abandoning ship, right? She's thinking, I don't want to see this anymore. I'm too hurt. This is too painful for me. I can't deal with this anymore. And this is the Hanged Man, right? Not being able to see the bigger picture. It's all about perspective, but she's starting to see, even though she doesn't want to, she is starting to see the bigger picture and feeling, okay, I have choices. I don't have to be stuck in this. I can walk away from this temporarily if I have to, or forever if I have to. But she's also, in her intuition, reaching into her higher consciousness. She's communicating with him in her dreams, in the astral plane, even in her waking state, telepathically. She's trying to reach out to him. She's trying to, plead with him to come back to her and do it the right way. Because she feels that he's done something wrong by her. Yeah. So this is... She also feels that he's abandoned her, okay? This is what I'm saying. Like, she feels that he's abandoned her. He didn't come to the party with something. This was not how it was meant to be, and not how it was meant to play out. And so now she's really quite hurt and angry. I mean, under the anger is hurt anyway. So, and behind hurt is this need to forgive as well. So this is a really hard thing for her. She's definitely not in a place of feeling forgiveness right now. She's feeling like she just needs to abandon ship and turn her back on him now. And that, a lot of she doesn't want to see the bigger picture, but she's starting to see it for what it is right now. And she's tuning into her emotions, into her higher consciousness here, and starting to realize a few things about this connection that she didn't see before. And that is also looking within and internalizing, looking within at her own stuff here as well. Like, he's really triggered stuff for her that nobody else has before. This is something that no one else has ever really been able to trigger within her. And it's brought up all the pain, all at once, from past relationships, all those things going on there. So this is why she's so hurt. She feels that coming from him because he's the one that's triggered it, that he's the one that's actually caused it. But that's not the truth. The truth is that there are core issues within the divine feminine already that he's triggering, and he's triggering those so that she can finally release them and heal within herself, okay? That's the whole point of the triggers coming in. But she's not maybe strong enough at the moment to deal with that and to face it, right? She just is too vulnerable within herself and too hurt and too angry. So she needs to walk away for now. So then what does she want the divine masculine to do? What does she need from him right now? What does she need him to do? So she needs him to make the effort, right? She needs him to make the effort to work on himself, to go through his own dark night of the soul, to purge his own stuff, to cleanse. But she also needs him to understand what it is that she's going through. She needs him to be able to release a third-party situation, if that is the case for some of you divine feminines out there who have a divine masculine who's in a third-party situation, a karmic relationship. They need this divine masculine to release this and to work hard at this and to make the effort to come in strongly, right, with this bold energy to take over, take the lead and do the right thing. That's what I keep hearing, do the right thing. Look, to break free from his own pain, from his own karmic patterns. I still strongly get that third-party situation. Now, this is not for every single divine feminine. This may not resonate with every divine feminine watching this. There may not even be a third-party situation for your divine masculine. But what it can represent is addictions and things that are coming in the way, old patterns that he may still be living in his life, that's preventing him from moving forward into your life and for this union to come together. She really needs him to work hard, to put his head down and really do the work. Because some of these divine masculines are coming in and they're not awakened and they're not sure of all the things that are also being triggered for them as well. So they're running away out of fear and leaving the divine feminine feeling abandoned and hurt and with lots of questions. She's confused. So this is what's going on. She really needs him to put his head down and look within and to go through the healing journey and to release the crap he no longer needs in his life. The painful stuff that's going on here, the pain from his past as well, because she's also, on both sides they need to do this. But for those divine feminines who are awakened and who do know what they need to do in order to heal their own stuff, you know, they're going to be frustrated thinking, okay, I'm doing my part of it. You've got to do your part of it. You've got to break free from this stuff that's holding us back. She's so angry and frustrated with this. And some divine feminines have actually communicated this to the divine masculine, what he needs to do. He's not listening or he's not getting it. See? The communication where she's at. Some divine feminines have told him what the issues are and what needs to be done and what needs to be changed. But it seems to me like the divine masculines are not necessarily listening. They are probably digging their heels in and thinking, well, don't tell me what to do. You know, they're getting their back up. Which is just this toing and froing, this tug of war energy, which is just not working. So it all comes down to also communication and how the messages are portrayed and how they're delivered to the other party as well. But this is such a strong message that she needs him to work on himself. She needs him to work towards the union, to break free from this past karmic stuff, because there's something that he's still holding on to. There's still old patterns that he's holding on to and that he's still trying to release from his life. It's like this has a grip on him. It's like it's a curse. It's like it just won't go away. And I do feel a lot of the divine masculines are trying to move forward from this. They do want to move away from this pain, and perhaps if it is a karmic relationship, they are trying to get out of it, but they are trapped. They feel trapped. And she's getting pissed off thinking, you know, stand up and be strong. You're the masculine. You're supposed to take the lead and you're supposed to move out of this situation. You're supposed to know what to do. You know, you got to take charge. So she's getting angry about that. Because she needs him to be, you know, that strong emperor. She needs him to come into that emperor role now. So that's what she's feeling right there about what she wants him to do. Now, what is it that are her challenges right now regarding this whole situation here? What are the Divine Feminine's real challenges here? Well, this is the rewards coming in. This is the solo journey. She's done it very hard on her own to get to where she is, but she's not yet feeling that full contentment and the rewards fully there. They're like the end of the cycle is not there. She's coming to the end of the cycle within herself in a particular aspect of her life. She's done the hard work, and this could be in her material world, like in her way of, coming into her own masculine power where she's had to really do it hard on her own. And she doesn't want to do it on her own. She wants to join with her divine masculine and live together as a happy connection here together. But it's scary for her. The future is unknown. So while she feels like she's going to be living this life on her own forever, and what's it all for? I keep thinking or hearing that the Divine Feminines are really working on themselves. They're trying their hardest to get into that real happy security, whether it even be a physical home of their own. But they don't want to be having this home on their actual own. They want to have this life with their Divine Masculine in the physical, but they're scared of the unknown. They're scared of the future. They're scared of going into the future alone with nothing to share with their Divine Masculine. With all this stuff, I should say, to share with the Divine Masculine, but it's not happening. And also, the challenges here is that the Divine Feminine is feeling like she's withdrawing from her social circles, that there is just people that don't get her anymore, or that she doesn't feel that she gels with anymore. It feels like for her, it's all superficial, like she's moving away from superficial relationships, and even emotionally, like she's not feeling that celebration, like you're supposed to give yourself a pat on the back at this stage in life, okay? But she's not feeling that elation or ecstatic energy around her own achievements because he's not there to celebrate it with her. And so it's hard for her to remain positive, okay, to keep up those positive expectations of all these things she's hearing in all of these circles that, okay, keep visualizing, keep doing what you got to do to come into union, keep working on yourself. Well, she's been working on herself and she's not seeing the results fast enough and she's getting frustrated with that, okay? And she's feeling that people don't understand where she's coming from or how she truly feels deep within, because it's such a deep thing. It's so, like, on a deeper level within her, even her normal friendships or her family, people just in her circle don't understand the pain and the torment. They might say, oh, just get rid of him. Just don't worry about this. Why do you put up with this? And they don't get it. They don't understand the connection. So she's feeling very alone in this. She's feeling alone walking into her future. They might say, there might be opportunities for her out there where she can go into these, other relationships, but it's not fulfilling for her. It's not what she wants. It's not the real deal. It's not her twin. Okay, so this is the challenges that she's facing. She has options, but she doesn't want a bar of those. She wants a DM. Now, what can she do to overcome the challenges? Okay, we're just saying this. So what she needs to do is really go into that, embrace the letting go. Okay, this may even be literally letting go of her Divine Masculine just temporarily right now as she undergoes her own internal changes and transformation. She needs to be able to release and surrender. She needs to be able to surrender. See, there's more butterflies here. Transformation. And so she really needs to be able to go within to find that peace. She needs to go through the dark stuff. She needs to go through the hard times. She has to go through it. She can't, become stuck in it and dwell in it. She needs to accept the pain. She needs to accept her own limitations within this as a human being here. And she needs to be able to embrace her vulnerabilities as well and accept herself for who she is on this journey. She needs to accept the past pain and the regrets and the sadness and any guilt that she might feel and she might be harboring within herself. Because the Divine Feminines are still, while they're lashing out and they're pissed off and they're hurt and all those things, that is just what they feel at the time. But when that dies down, when that eruption happens and then it dies down, they're left feeling sad and alone and you know, it's like this regret comes in of, oh my God, I've pushed him too far. Why did I say that? You know, why did I say that? Why did I do that? And so there's this self-blame going on here as well. So what she needs to be able to do is accept all aspects of herself, all aspects of this journey, and love herself and nurture herself and focus on the union, because this is what she really wants. That is all just the surface stuff coming up. This is the anger. This is the reaction to what the divine masculine is doing. And it's not so much what he's doing, but it's how he's coping in this journey of his side of it, how he's coping and how he perceives things as well, and how he's struggling upon this journey. It's affecting her and vice versa. So what she needs to be able to do is focus on what she really wants, which is the happy, sacred marriage. She wants to have this celebration with him and this beautiful love with him. And for those who are in separation and who have already connected with their twin flame and have felt this love and this connection so strongly with your divine masculine, you need to be able to go through that process of going back into that in your mind, in your heart, in your meditations, okay? You need to let the tears flow. You need to be able to write a letter without sending it to him and pour out all of the things you're feeling, all of the things that have hurt you, all of the things even from your own childhood, everything that has nothing to do with him as well, that you are also claiming, you know, that you're taking some responsibility for as well, that it's not all his fault. Because when we lay the blame, it's like it doesn't heal. It's not fully being healed here when the blame is being put onto someone else. And it's not even to say it's all the divine feminine's fault either. This is part of her journey. This is what she's come here to learn, all these lessons that, you know, he knows this. In the 5D, they both have these physical, you know, earthly lessons here to learn and to heal. They've got to heal all this pain to be able to come together in that union. So what the divine feminine has to do is really go within herself, and there is an inner child aspect here. There is a little girl within the divine feminine that needs to be nurtured and healed and told that she's loved and that she's lovable and that she's worthy. Because the divine feminine is worthy and she is lovable, but she's still coming into this realization. She needs to feel it. She needs to believe it. And the only way she can do that is to confront it head on. Because a lot of the divine feminines are still, not without realizing it, are seeking out the divine masculine, but they have a very codependent energy still there. And so they still they're expecting the divine masculine to come in and fulfill this happiness for them, where they've got to balance out the divine masculine, divine feminine energies within themselves. They have to heal the little girl within themselves, okay? So the inner child has to be loved and nurtured. You might want to write a letter to your little girl. You know, the divine feminine's out there. Write a letter to the little girl within you, and let her know she is safe. Because that's what this is about too. This is about security and safety. Being a 4, it's their stability. Yes, because in the earthly realm, as little girls, a lot of little girls have that fantasy of falling in love and having that happily ever after, right? Look at this card. Happily ever after. This is the sacred union. So in the earthly realm, you want all of that. In the physical life, you want to unite with your twin flame and live this happily ever after kind of lifestyle. You need this union. You want this union, and this is what you need to focus on. These are pretty much the same cards, different cards, but same energy. It's the union, it's the celebration, and that's what the divine feminines need to focus on and visualize. Okay, so when you're in your dark night of the soul phase, or going through absolute hell within yourselves emotionally, and all you're doing is pushing it down and putting the blame, like you're, sending out that energy to your divine masculine. You know, it's externally being sent out. You're not internally looking within properly and sorting it out and dealing with it. And that's what needs to be done. Because once you've also healed yourself on that level, your divine masculine's going to feel it. And he may even respond to you differently. But while you're lashing out at him and putting all this pain out to him, he's going to withdraw even more. He's not going to be that knight in shining armor. He's going to feel unworthy. Okay. So what does the divine feminine really need the divine masculine to understand where she's coming from? What does she really want him to understand about her? It's a very deep message. Is that she does want the new beginning. She does want this fresh start with him. She wants to be healed. She wants all the baggage from the past to be dealt with. She does want this new beginning with him. She wants to jump in. She wants this happy family. She wants the 10 of Cups. This is what she really wants. It seems a contradiction for him, because he's seeing that she's angry and she's pushing him away. But no, what she really wants is this. See, he's getting mixed messages. He feels like, okay, she wants this with me, but she's angry and I've done something and she's really angry and hurt with me and she doesn't want a bar of me now. How can I fix this? And he's beside himself. He doesn't know how to fix it. But she's saying, I need to have this fresh start with you. Let's start again. I want to be having no burdens in life. I want to just have that karmic stuff gone. I want to be healed. I want this 10 of Cups with you. I want this emotional contentment. I want this union. I want this happy family. This is the peace as well, and the compassion and the forgiveness has already come into this. But she's saying, I'm anxious, I'm feeling really insecure in this connection. I'm staying up late at night, freaking out and stressing out about this. I don't feel worthy. I feel like I'm not worthy. Because he's not committing to her, the divine masculine, she's feeling unworthy. She's feeling unlovable. She's not feeling strong. She's feeling vulnerable. She's not strong in herself. Even mentally, like she's finding it hard to focus on all this stuff because everything else is not in alignment with how she's, what she needs in her life. It's not in alignment. Some of the divine feminines are feeling that it's up to the divine masculine to do it all. To come and rescue the day, sort of like rescue them and save the day sort of thing. And they need to be able to get into that that acceptance and really see where they need healing as well. But I hear too is that she's saying when I get mixed signals also from the divine masculine, I'm in my mind confused and I'm trying to analyze what is going on, and she's internalizing. This is the internalizing as well, that she feels that she's done something wrong or that she's not good enough for this. See, it looks like the same person too. The same divine feminine. This is what she wants, is to unburden her worries and stress. This is the dark night of the soul for her as well. Staying up late at night, freaking out about this, going it over and over in her mind and feeling angry, and some of them will be dwelling. And this is what she wants the divine masculine to understand, is that this is causing her so much anguish and pain that she doesn't really, she's not as strong as she puts, this anger and the hurt and things she's lashing out with. She comes across as quite a, very strong energy coming in. Sometimes it's almost psycho stuff. It's like really, really full on. And that's for those who have really lashed out and become so angry, and it's like, whoa, But what it is this hurt. It's this rage coming up from all the hurt and anger of him just not understanding where she's coming from and what needs to be done. And then there's this sitting back, and it really is a core issue of not feeling lovable or worthy in this connection. She wants to be that, she wants it to come back to that lighter energy. She wants that fresh path with her divine masculine. To move towards this beautiful 10 of Cups here, for him to understand that she is struggling and she needs him to reach out to her, to be that strong emperor, to reach down and pick her up. That's what she needs. That's what she wants from him, is for him to be the strong masculine role, to come in and to make everything okay again. To reassure her that he does love her and that he does want this with her, that he is committed to dealing with his own stuff on the other end. Because this divine feminine feels pushed aside. There's devastation here. She's very alone. She doesn't feel that he is connected even in the 5D. When she's in this state of mind here, she doesn't even feel the connection with him. This is the devastation coming in because she feels she's lost him. And when he cuts her off, it's like he might as well stick a knife in her heart. That's how it feels. And vice versa. When she's cutting him off, she's feeling that she's doing that to herself as well. So what she needs the divine masculine to understand also is that she is honoring her true feelings. She is trying to be really strong. She's trying to move past all the old paradigms of how women are, the divine feminine, I should say, are meant to be, how they're perceived in the world and how they're supposed to fit in and mold into this particular model, of life, like the way of being, a way of living. She's trying to move away from all of that as well. She's not always going to be the nurturer. She can't always fit into that mold because she's got battles to face in her life. She's got to come into her masculine. She's got to fight off these demons. She's got to go through her dark night of the soul and fight it. She's got to battle it, but she's lost the battle now. See the sword down here? She's sick of fighting. She needs that light to come in and to enclose her in this bubble of light. She needs protection. She needs to feel protected. She feels under attack. Not necessarily from the divine masculine, but there's energies around her, external forces like her vulnerabilities. She feels under attack. And that's an interesting concept because spiritually, when the twin flames are trying to unite together into union and bring that light down here and heal the world and embark on their mission together, there are external forces that come in and try to break them apart. And that's where this trying to be strong comes in from both sides as well. They may not even be aware of it. But there's this strength that needs to come in to make this work, damn it. It's like a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. She's trying to be strong and assert herself. But the divine feminines who have tried to assert themselves end up in pain. They end up hurt. So they're, feeling like it's a lost cause here. Being the voice, having a voice, speaking up about what they want, what they need. Honoring their true feelings gets them in trouble. So it's a hard road for the divine feminines as well in this area. And as I said before, she's currently in the mood of being, she's temperamental. She'll be up and down for a little while because because she's trying to balance out the energies of where she fits in this. She wants to be this beautiful, loving, light-hearted, carefree, beautiful divine feminine moving forward into this, where she's at that place where she can just nurture her divine masculine, bring him into this, you know, but she's got all these conflicting emotions going on, and she's got anger and hurt. She's trying to deal with it, and she doesn't know how to break free from it. So it's a vicious cycle for her. And it's what she wants you to understand, divine masculines. So what is her temporary outcome regarding this, okay? And when I say temporary outcome, everything's changing all the time. So this could be for 4 weeks. This could be 3 months. Like, it's very hard to put a time frame on it, okay? Every divine feminine is different. But this is just a temporary outcome with what's going on here. So we've got the moon energy. She's still trying to find her truth of where she fits in and what her feelings are in this, and how to deal with them. She's trying to come into her own security, okay? Now, this could be a special message for those who are a divine feminine with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Doesn't have to be, but that's just the energies, you know, the earthly energies coming through. But for all divine feminines, this is about her trying to come into her power, her own power, right? She's trying to really sort through all of these hidden aspects within herself, within the connection, seeing who's loyal to her in life and who's standing by her and who she's got to get, you know, out of her life, who she's got to let go of. Trying to tune into her intuition, what she's feeling on an intuition, what am I saying? On an intuitive level here as well. So she's trying to balance her earthly connection, right? Coming into this grounded, and as well as trying to tune into her emotions that is going on here. And then you've got the mental aspect here, the self-limiting beliefs. She's trying to break free from those as well. That's a huge journey and lesson for the divine feminines, is their self-worth, their confidence. Overcoming the belief that they just can't make it work, that it will never ever come to fruition, that she's trapped in all of this stuff. That's how they feel. A lot of the divine feminines, when they're in that dark night of the soul, feel that they'll never get out of it. It's so hard to get out of. There can be depression, there can be a substance abuse, there can be insomnia. There's so much crap that goes on in their minds. It's a tug of war between the emotions and the logic. So that's where she's going to be at for a little while, is trying to balance out the energies between her intuition, her emotion, and the logic. Because logic, it's irrational behavior when there's all this other stuff going on, when there's confusion and darkness. You can't be logical and rational when there's all this stuff going on, right? So that's what she's trying to do, is suss out what's real and what's not real, what's the illusion and what's real. And who she is, and where does she belong in this world? Where does she belong in this connection? What does she need to do? And this is what she's going to do. There's going to be miracle healing for her, and she's going to stand her ground, meaning that she's going to rise up. She's going to stand up. And it's not just towards the divine masculine, but it's towards the universe. She's telling the universe what it is she deserves in life. She's going to realize her own worth. There's healing coming in for this. There's a miracle healing. She's calling out to the angels, to the higher powers, to come in and help her relieve this burden, to help fix and heal this connection, to pray to her divine masculine and talk to him in the astral plane, in her dreams, telepathically, what she needs from him. Her heart and soul is calling out to him. And she's going to take this stand, and she's going to become stronger in herself. She's going to rise up. So she is coming out of this very soon. She's going to feel more secure in herself. She's working her way towards the Queen of Pentacles energy, being strong, being grounded, knowing exactly what she needs to do to, remain grounded. Stand your ground. And this is not an angry energy, by the way. This is assertiveness. She needs to go through that dark night of the soul, and through all that turmoil, she needs to release that pent-up energy and cry her heart out before being able to get to this point. She needs to go through that transformation. Because through that transformation and that dark night of the soul phase, she's going to come to an epiphany about what it is she needs to do to get out of this, but also how to better herself and heal herself. It's amazing. There's an empowering energy with this for the Divine Feminines. Beautiful. Really is very strong energy. Now, what's the last message for you, for the Divine Feminines? These are beautiful new cards that I have just received in the mail. It's amazing. These are called Magic of Flowers. So this is going to be the Divine Feminine's special message regarding this whole reading and this whole situation she's in. Just want one card, please. Beautiful shuffling on new cards. Wow, okay. Oh, there it is. I think that's the one. Okay. We got Foxglove. Foxglove. Don't know if you can see that, but that's a beautiful picture, isn't it? Ah, it's gone and blurred itself. I'm going to read it out to you. This is Foxglove. It's just beautiful. Let me have a look for it. Okay. It will be found, I tell you. Wow, this is amazing. Wow, I'm going to read this out, okay? This is amazing. These are my new cards. I don't even know what they mean yet. Foxglove. Summon your courage. So take a moment to envision a blossoming foxglove and breathe her powerful energy into your heart. See your heart glow with vibrant light and let it warm you, fuel you, and propel you forward into your most glorious and successful future. The time is right to summon your courage and powerfully banish, dissolve, and destroy any and all cords to fears that may have been holding you back. Listen to your heart and act accordingly, to your heart's clearest visions and fondest desires, and boldly step in the direction of your dreams. Simply choose in this moment to consciously connect with the earth and your true divine identity, and see yourself in the light of fortitude, resilience, and strength. When you do so, all fears will depart, and any former belief in disempowerment and danger will fall away. Your heart is naturally powerful and protective beyond measure. From an energetic perspective, it is truly brighter and more vibrant than the sun. Trust your heart, stand and act in the light of your courage, and see all that is not of your desired vibration vanish from your pathway as if by magic. Indeed, when you live from this place, you will soon see that there is nothing in the past, present, or future that has the power to harm you or hold you back. The following ideas and messages may apply to your present situation. So stop giving energy to your fear. Rather, see yourself in the light of protection and strength and move forward in the directions counseled by your heart. You are more powerful than you have been realizing. Now is the time to acknowledge your vast and considerable power, then act from it without delay and watch miracles unfold. That is amazing. Oh my God. That is so amazing. That is such confirmation. Standing in your power, your courage to move forward, miracle healing. Wow, that is just so beautiful. So I really hope that has helped you, Divine Feminines, today. And I look forward to connecting with you next time. Love and blessings.